All right, so you ever just find yourself like doodling away on a notepad or maybe sketching, just totally lost in thought?
Oh, all the time. It's like my brain just needs to get those ideas out.
Well, get ready to dive deep because today we're uncovering the hidden power of drawing.
Drawing! Really? I mean, it's fun, but powerful.
Exactly. We're exploring 10 shocking facts about drawing. It goes way beyond just making pretty pictures. We're talking brain power, history, even stress relief.
Okay, I'm intrigued. But let's start with the basics. What's the first shocking fact?
It claims drawing actually boosts your brain power. Like, literally makes you smarter.
Wait, seriously? I thought that was just something our teacher said to make us feel good.
Well, think again. Apparently, drawing fires up both sides of your brain, the logical and the creative. It's like a mental workout.
Huh. I guess it makes sense when you think about it. You're using problem-solving skills, spatial reasoning, even memory.
And studies back it up. Regular drawing can actually enhance your memory, especially visual memory.
So that aha moment when you finally nail a drawing, that's like a mini brain explosion.
Exactly. And it doesn't even have to be a masterpiece. Even doodling during a boring meeting can help keep you focused and prevent your mind from wandering.
Okay, so I'm not being lazy when I doodle. I'm actually boosting my brain power. I like that.
Right. But wait, it gets even wilder. This next fact blew my mind. The oldest known drawing is estimated to be over 40,000 years old.
40,000 years? Are you serious? That's older than, like, everything.
I know, right? It was discovered in Indonesia, and it depicts an animal, maybe a wild pig.
Wow. Imagine the artist who created that. What was their life like? What inspired them to draw?
It really makes you think about the deep connection humans have had with art for millennia.
Absolutely. It's in our DNA.
Okay, moving on to something a little more modern. Fact number 3 suggests that drawing can actually help relieve stress.
Oh, I definitely believe that. When I'm drawing, I just lose myself in the process and everything else fades away. It's like a meditation.
That's exactly it. Drawing forces you to focus on the present moment so you're not dwelling on the past or worrying about the future.
And it's a safe way to express your emotions. You don't have to worry about saying the wrong thing or being judged. You just let it all out on the paper.
It's like transferring those anxieties and stresses from your mind to the page.
And the best part, you don't need to be a skilled artist to feel the benefits. Even simple doodling can have a calming effect.
Right. So maybe we should all be carrying around a sketchbook instead of a stress ball.
Ew.
Okay, fact number 4 talks about something called blind contour drawing. Have you ever tried that?
Oh, yeah. It's actually really fun, but it takes some practice.
So for our listeners who haven't heard of it, explain how it works.
Well, you basically draw the outline of an object without looking at your paper. You keep your eyes fixed on the subject and let your hand follow those contours.
You have to really trust your hand-eye coordination.
Exactly. It's all about observation, not perfection. And because you're not focused on making it look right, you often end up with these really interesting abstract drawings.
I bet it's a great way to break out of a creative rut.
It is. It teaches you to see things in a new way.
I love that. Okay, we already talked about how doodling can boost your brain power, but fact number 5 claims that doodling while listening can actually help you remember information better.
Oh, I totally believe that. I'm a terrible listener if I don't doodle.
Well, turns out there's science behind it. When you doodle, it keeps a part of your brain active and engaged, so you're less likely to zone out.
And if you're not zoning out, you're more likely to absorb what you're hearing.
Studies have shown that people who doodle while listening to a lecture remember, get this, up to 29% more information.
Wow. Maybe we should be encouraging doodling in classrooms, not banning it.
Right. I mean, obviously, you don't want kids drawing all over the desks, but a designated doodle pad could be a game changer. Okay, fact number 6 takes a more global perspective, stating that drawing styles differ significantly across cultures.
That's so true. Drawing styles are like visual fingerprints of a culture.
What do you mean?
Well, they often reflect a culture's values, beliefs, their environment, everything. Like, think about Aboriginal dot paintings.
Oh, yeah. Those are amazing.
Yeah.
So intricate.
Exactly. And they're not just pretty pictures. Those dots and patterns tell stories. They're maps. They're records of cultural knowledge. They're a way of passing down traditions from generation to generation.
So each culture has developed its own unique visual language.
Precisely. And that adds so much richness and diversity to the world of art.
Okay, fact number 7 introduces us to a technique that's considered a fundamental skill for artists. Gesture drawing. Can you explain what that is?
Gesture drawing is all about capturing movement and energy, the essence of a subject. It's about quick, expressive lines, not perfect details.
So like if you were trying to draw someone dancing, You'd focus on the flow of their movements rather than every little detail of their clothing.
Exactly. It's about capturing the feeling of the movement, that fleeting moment in time.
It sounds like a great way to loosen up and not get so caught up in perfection.
It is. It trains your eye to see the underlying structure and rhythm of whatever you're drawing.
Fact number 8 takes drawing into a more therapeutic realm, stating that it can be a powerful tool in therapy.
Oh, absolutely. Art therapy uses drawing as a way to help people express emotions that they might not be able to put into words.
So for people who've experienced trauma or are struggling with anxiety or depression, it can be a way to process those feelings.
Exactly. It's a nonverbal way to communicate with yourself and with others. It can be very healing.
I can see how that would be really helpful.
Okay.
Fact number 9 caught my attention because it's something I've always wondered about. Are there differences in how left-handed and right-handed people approach drawing?
That's a fascinating question, and there's some research that suggests there might be. Some studies show that left-handed artists often have a more unconventional style.
Like they're more creative or outside-the-box thinkers.
Possibly. It could be related to how their brains are wired. The left side of the brain, which controls the right hand, is more associated with logic and analysis, while the right side, which controls the left hand, is linked to creativity and intuition.
So maybe that difference in brain dominance influences their artistic approach.
It's a theory, and it makes you wonder if being left-handed might influence other creative processes too.
That's really interesting. And lastly, fact number 10 reminds us that many famous artists started drawing at a very young age, like Picasso, who created his first painting when he was just 9.
It highlights the power of starting early. When kids are exposed to art and encouraged to draw, they develop all sorts of important skills, like hand-eye coordination, spatial reasoning, and problem solving.
But does that mean if you didn't start drawing as a kid, you're out of luck?
Absolutely not. It's never too late to pick up a pencil and discover the joy of drawing. And you never know, you might surprise yourself with what you create.
Exactly. So to wrap things up, I think the big takeaway here is that drawing is way more than just a hobby. It's a powerful tool for brain power, stress relief, self-expression.
And cultural exploration. Don't forget about all the amazing drawing traditions from around the world.
Right. So, listeners, I want you to think about the last time you really got lost in drawing or doodling. What did you draw? How did it make you feel? Maybe it's time to rediscover the simple joy of drawing. Who knows what hidden talents you might unlock?
I totally agree. Go grab a pencil and see where it takes you. You might be surprised by what you discover.
That's it for today's deep dive. Thanks for listening.
And happy drawing!